Okay, in this video, we're going to talk about how to graph log functions. So let's look at an example here. Let's say we've got f of x equals the log of x. Again, when we graph our log functions have what we call vertical asymptotes. So remember our exponential functions were horizontal. Again, if we make a little t-chart here for this, and remember, if we're putting this in, if it helps you to think about it in terms of exponential form, we could think of this as 10 to the y, or 10 to the f of x is equal to x. So if you plug in values, if I put in 0 for x, that's going to be, to get 0, that's not going to happen. So what we learn here is there's no way for us to get 0 for x from that. So that is actually where our vertical asymptote is going to be here. So if I put in 1, we know that anything to the 0 power is 1. So that would be 1, 0. That's a point on my graph. I could also put in, if you put in values here, let's just pick some values. Let's say we put in 2. And again, if we go to our calculator, so the log of 2, and hit enter, we're at 0.301. So if I go over 2, I'm up just about 0.301. If I put in the log, let's say of 1/2, let's do the log 0.5, and enter. That's going to be at negative 0.301. So 1/2, I'm going to be right about here. So my graph is going to look something like this. It's going to approach the y-axis. It's going to continue to increase as we go there. So that's my basic curve for my log function. Just like with my other, with the exponential functions and our other functions, if this is my parent function, we can utilize our transformation information to make our other graph. So if I have f of x equals the log of x plus 3, that's going to shift my graph up 3. If I graph log of, and I've got x plus 3 in the parentheses, that's going to move it left 3. So we can follow all of our transformation rules as to what our graph is going to look like. Main thing you want to remember with logs is that we do have vertical asymptotes, or an asymptote, and again, in the original curve, it's going to be at not y equals, it's going to be at x equals 0. So big thing to remember, you can follow all your transformation rules when you're making your graphs, just like with the other curves that we've talked about this year. And you can always, if it helps you, you can utilize your calculator and type in the values, or you can change it into exponential form, and that helps you to think about how to plug in your values into your calculator.